Alright, well, finally, it is true. Actually going to start the stream at 3:30. That game before us went way over time, so we're at least an hour late. We're going to keep on going for what is supposed to be our final game here at the Omaha College World Series Legion Tournament. 3 of the 4 playoff spots are locked up. Hardhats would need 4 out of the four out of the remaining 5 teams to lose their games. 4 out of the 5 remaining 4-1 teams would all have to lose. We would have to pitch a near shutout, and the Hardhats would have to win this game. So, the odds are probably 1 in a couple 100,000. But we are set up. Hardhats are here, probably not playing Sunday, but hopefully traveling Sunday, because this game will get done at like 6 p.m. If the plan was when we got here that if we lost, if we would no longer be in contention for the tournament tomorrow, we would head home. But it's an 8-hour drive back to Rapid City from here. And we, as the Hardhats, would likely be done with this game close to 6 p.m. We gain an hour, but that would put us back at about 1:30 a.m. in Rapid City. We do still have a night booked here at the hotel. My hopes are that we sleep and then we get up bright and early. But anyways, regardless, we are now set for Hardhats to play. We're playing the Wolfe Electric Wildcats of Millard West High School. Let me check on my camera roll real quick. I do have our lineups. I'm going to get down this Wolfe Electric one that was sent to me somewhat recently. They also come into this game 3-2 and are far more mathematically eliminated than us thanks to the tiebreaker. Hello there, Carissa. So, we do this real quick. I will be back in a moment. I'm writing down the lineup here for the Wolfe Electric Wildcats. As you can see, we've got the most behind the plate cam that we've had at all this entire during tournament or during any games on Hardhats TV. This one is literally against the fence. That is because there is no vantage point that wouldn't be absolutely obscured, and I want to get you a behind the plate cam because you all seem to like that more than you like the third base level cam. Though in a pinch, I can get that to work as well. So if that happens, we have this all set up though. Yeah, I'm here. I'm being supportive. Yeah. We're 3-2. We came off our best win of the season, I would argue, last night against Millard South.
Ooh, it's a lot better up here now.
So Millard West now coming up. They finished runner-up in the in high school baseball here in Nebraska this last season. They won it in 2019. Okay, so I've got our lineups down. Let me tell you those real quick. So for the Hard Hats, leading off for you is the shortstop Dom McKnight, followed by the second baseman Aiden Roberts. At the 3 hole is the third baseman Hayden Hollick. Then the right fielder Harrison Good will be fourth. In the 5 will be first baseman Alex Dietrich. Then catcher Philip Bentz. Designated hitter Aaron Roach will be at 7. The left fielder Tate Crossway will be at 8. And playing center will be Ridge Inhofer. That means Zeke Farley getting a rest here. He's played all the rest of the games here in this tourney. Then for the Wolf Electric Wildcats, we've got the catcher Corey Kozad. Then the third baseman Caden Schruck. Shortstop Tyson Lewis will be third. The cleanup man will be first baseman Peyton Moore. Then the designated hitter Hunter Young will bat fifth. Second baseman Drew Derrimer will be at sixth. The center fielder Ben Stelbers will be at the 7 slot. Batting eighth will be the left fielder Bennett Cloak. And then the right fielder Chance Roberts will be at 9. On the mound will be, I believe, I'm just going to say Eli Logie. I'm going to go with that. Kind of a harder name there. I'll look for some answers, but that's what I've got. So to recap, the Hard Hats, their first 3 batting: shortstop Dom McKnight, second baseman Aiden Roberts, and third baseman Hayden Hollick. The middle 3, right fielder Harrison Good, first baseman Alex Dietrich, and catcher Philip Bentz. Then the bottom 3 will be designated hitter Aaron Roach, left fielder Tate Crossway, and center fielder Ridge Inhofer. And on the mound here today for your Hard Hats is going to be, if I'm not mistaken, that is Declan Mickley. Yep, Declan Mickley will be on the mound here today for your Hard Hats to start things off. Mickley was relieved by Lemmer, and then finally Negebauer in their game, and Roach, by Roach and Lemmer in game 1 that we played out here in Omaha. So keep that in mind. Uh-oh. I will get you something else in a moment here. Let me go replace the battery. It was all set and ready just a minute ago. Oh yeah, I know what we give every day. We're playing a great job. We're having a great work. It's just, yeah. Yeah, I'm with you, AWS. I know the guys. I know how hard they work. I know what they want here. I know what they give for the team every day. I get all of that. Wasn't meaning to come across unsupported. Alright. All good. So, that's what we've got here. Declan Mickley on the mound. The recap for the Wolf Electric Wildcats. Catcher Corey Kozad will be at the 1. Then third baseman Caden Schruck. Then shortstop Tyson Lewis. The middle 3, first baseman Peyton Moore, designated hitter Hunter Young, and second baseman Drew Derrimer. And then the bottom 3 will be catcher Ben Stelbers, left fielder Bennett Cloak, and right fielder Chance Roberts with Eli Logue on the mound. So there you go. Thank you all for tuning in. I'm Oliver Fell. This is Hardhats TV out here for our what should be the last game of our tournament here for the Omaha College World Series Legion tournament.
I know, I feel like just shutting that window. How do I say these last names? Is it Eli Rogie or
Hoagie. It's an H.
Oh, okay, I couldn't see that.
It's what?
So Eli
Hoagie. Okay, yeah, it looked like an R and an L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it is Bennett Clokey, right?
Clokey, yep. Clokey is how you pronounce it.
And then Ben
Clokey.
Stevers.
Sturbins.
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 Okay, that was not an I.
Oh yeah, you're looking at coach writing.
Ben Sturbins, Drew Dermer, Hunter Young, Peyton Moore, Tyson Lewis, Caden
Yep.
Struck is
Yep.
your son, right?
Yep.
Corey Kozad.
Yep.
Okay.
We got Chance. Chance Roberts.
Yeah, Chance Roberts.
And that's Dermer?
Who?
Dermer.
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 Dermer. Like E is silent in the middle.
Yep. He is definitely silent in the middle.
And then it's Dominic McKnight, Aiden Roberts, Hayden
Hollick.
Hollick.
Yep.
Harrison Good.
Mm-hmm.
Alex Dietrich, Philip Bentz,
Yep.
Aaron Roach, Tate Crosby,
Yep.
Ridge Inhofer,
Inhofer. Yep.
and then Declan Mickey.
Mickley. There's an L in there, yeah. Mickley.
Oh, of course you got some problem. Lefty.
Alright, I'm gonna announce
Yeah, he's a freshman.
My son's a lefty hitter.
Really?
Until this tournament, we literally faced like 5 straight starting left-handed pitchers.
That's
It was
crazy.
just really just odd.
I
Did
bet.
they say what time we were starting officially?
Somebody's not
No.
350.
That sounds
If we're
about
doing
right.
in-outs now, you guys are still doing in-outs. We won't be till 355.
Yeah. That sounds closer.
Yeah. In-outs are probably what, 8 minutes usually? 8 to 10 depending on the tournament.
Yeah, probably. So, yeah, welcome here. So I'm looking over some of the accomplishments of some of these players and some commitments.
Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to today's ball game. We have against the Millard West Wildcats, Post 22 Hardhats in from South Dakota. Starting lineup for the Post 22 Hardhats is shortstop number 21, Dominic McKnight. Second baseman number 15, Aiden Roberts. Third baseman number 20, Hayden Kolek. Right fielder number 14, Harrison Good. First baseman number 27, Alex Dietrich. Catcher number 11, Philip Bentz. DH number 23, Aaron Roach. Left fielder number 29, Tate Crosby. And center fielder number 22, Ridge Inhofer. And then starting pitcher number 24, Declan Mickley. The home team is your Wolf Electric. Number 2, catcher, Corey Kozad. Oh, I'm sorry, number 5.
Okay.
Strike that. Third baseman, number 2, Caden Struck. Your shortstop is number 29, Tyson Lewis. Your first baseman is number 12, Peyton Moore. DH.
All right, so thank you all for tuning in.
Second baseman.
Glad we're all doing well here today. Hope you're enjoying your Saturday.
Center fielder number 11.
Ready for the Hardhats. So after this tournament, Hardhats will get Monday off, I believe, and then they will have to. I think they just get Monday off.
Wolf Electric is
I mean, a well-deserved day off. They have been playing since Tuesday. This is gonna be their 8th game in the last 6 days. No, 9th game in 6 days here. So definitely been quite the arduous road trip. And so yeah, so after we play this, then we get 2 days off, and then what is the 28th real quick? That's Wednesday. On Wednesday, we will play. We'll go off to Pier and play a 2-game series against them, I believe. It should be 2-game. Yep, 2-game series against Pier at 5 and 7 p.m. Central Time. And then we come back, get 1 day off on the 28th or on the 29th, and then it is Firecracker time. If you haven't already bought tickets to that, that is our biggest tournament of the season, from June 30th to July 4th. That is we're hosting a 24-team, I believe it's 24-team tournament at Fitzgerald Stadium and the surrounding stadiums here to celebrate the 4th of July. and put on a good Legion tournament. So be sure, if you haven't already bought tickets, be sure to get all of that. And the Hardhats will be, of course, trying to defend home turf here. We had the Veterans Classic. If you enjoyed that, you're going to love the Firecracker. It's even bigger. All right, so be sure about that. That's June 30th to July 4th. Don't want to miss it. Millard West in varsity baseball this year in the high school ranks, 32-7. In the Legion ranks, they stand 17-7. Though in this tournament, they are 3-2, the same record as Post 22 coming into this game. It'll be fun to see how it works out. Two pretty evenly matched teams. Manager Coach Torby going to come out there. It should let you all see, but there might be a few people in the way, kind of thing. Oh, I see some screen tearing. I moved the receiver. Hopefully that should help.
That was Carl's house.
So I hope so.
I like this. I wish this was
Hardhats got their great win last night, 4-3, stranded 13 batters to beat the 4-0 Millard South Pat Hagee Patriots. What a performance that was. A 3-run game put together by Hayden Lighty, River Walters, and the final out, cherry on top from Hayden Hollick. So, great work out there. Boys got probably their best win of the season so far, and were able to knock off the 4-0 Pat Hagee Patriots. So, thanks to all that, they were such great hosts. The people here at Millard have been great as well. That is a concerning thing that I'm seeing going on with our transmitter. That's not gonna work, so I might have to go work on that, because that's not acceptable for the video aspect. You guys might be losing a bit of the you guys would have issues seeing everything if the transmitter is having trouble like that. So now it seems to be a little bit better.
Oh my goodness. Blockbuster tournament.
This is the final week, isn't it? Third
That
week?
brings up memories. Is it?
I think so.
Yeah, because they usually conclude when it gets done.
We played 2 weeks last year.
Did you? Yeah,
We won one of them. What did ours look like?
Alright,
Our semester.
we're going to be getting set soon. It seems like our connection should be a little bit better now.
It's such a mixed bag. It's good
Who
to see
did,
good teams, but
Caden play for?
he was Millard all through 14U, and then we kind of broke up at 13U, and he joined Gladiators.
I like this
So you play
idea
skate
of this home play cam working more than anything else right now. More than the
Your boy?
left field cam. You guys don't seem too much to enjoy that too much, at least at the Hardhat Stadium, as it leaves one of the fields undocumented. So anything that would happen in deep center or in left would be not able to be seen from this angle if I were to use the press box view.
Yeah, I think we won 8 to 9 and then had.
But if it's going to be choppy and a lot of screen tearing, then it's not worth it.
12, the loss of
Okay.
game, and 13, like I said, the team imploded. And
We
it wasn't ever
never
gonna happen.
even tried.
We didn't play state at 13, actually.
No.
We stopped because it was such a we have to turn it 12. Like they only went against what they normally did. They made weird kind of stuff. Like it was just weird.
Oh wow.
So we're like, no, we're not. We wouldn't head out turning Indiana actually. But yeah, 12s are a lot different on state. The 14s there wasn't a state. Because that was the COVID.
Was it COVID
That
year?
was the COVID summer, and we actually played a Legion Reserve Legion schedule. We didn't.
Oh,
We played
wow.
a few
Yeah.
few
those
trip
are
tournaments,
here.
but we played the Legion schedule on the first. All our kids used the Legion ball, which felt nice on the kids with JV.
Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah, Jake's all of Jake's team for Peace Sitters made JV or varsity.
Both our catchers.
Yeah, our catchers made varsity, and
Were
one
they
was
at-
on ESPN. It was like that final hit or that final hit.
Up north?
Yep.
Yeah, he's a big. I've heard
Yeah.
a lot about him.
Okay.
Maverick.
I'm just gonna go get that camera.
Yeah, Mav is awesome.
It's a good idea, but it's too choppy on the connection right now.
And the other one is Carson.
So,
alright.
I'll be back in just a moment with that camera switched around.
He did the regular season against us twice.
And then
Probably
Brody
just to
Ginger was on our team, but
preserve
we cut.
everything, I'm going
He's
to.
got a lot of baggage.
Yes,
She's
he
probably
does.
I will
That's
turn
why he
off.
wasn't
There we go.
elected.
Alright, I'll be back in a moment with that camera.
So-
No, I would never repeat that, but I already know because we've had him on our team for years, and we've been dealing with that family for years.
He was turned down.
People would leave if that happened because if we're not going to
They
that,
that
we
was
would probably
that,
leave it.
that was made clear.
Yeah.
From
All right.
From my understanding.
One. Up first, number 21, shortstop Dominic McKnight.
How much did I have to pay to not let him in? I know. Weird.
Have we ever done that?
Yeah, every time he comes here, he says up here. They used to have a radio guy, so it wasn't as bad because he had his radio thing headset on him because it was like a
Oh,
radio.
yeah.
Speaking of radio, I got so sad. So it wasn't. He didn't seem to like he was talking.
Yeah.
You know, like a radio guy
Right.
in the studio.
Well, I was like, I don't know if his parents might be up here.
I think they're his parents. Because they're like, well, you know, you can the places they want to let us know.
No, I think so.
That's a mile high.
Yeah.
Maybe they were his parents. I don't know.
Well, the other guy said so.
Okay.
Batting second for Post 22 Hardhats is number 15, Aiden Roberts.
But they run it like a minor league team. I'm just kidding. And
Oh, wow.
operating like that. This legit.
Yeah, 5 or 6 of our kids went to prep, and then one of our other varsity kids is on Collie. He's a beast though. He's a paper. I wish we could get him.
I saw him.
He's so good.
What grade is he?
He's freshman.
He's like 6'2",
He was our last
225 almost.
pickup. Yeah. He played for like the Pride or something.
Big boy.
Yeah.
That's a good fish, kid. Yeah, he just got an offer somewhere. Or was getting stuff on JUCO.
Yeah, they all. Yeah.
Folks.
Alright, I'm back. I'm setting up the camera real quick. Sorry for the difficulties.
Hitting third and playing third, number 20, Hayden Pullen. She's my I think Moni and I are the only two moms that
again, so sorry.
They're fun.
Okay.
Look at their hats. They literally wear hard hats.
I know,
Hard
look at
shell
this,
hats in
Jake.
the field.
Isn't like, here, I just called you Jake. I don't know.
How did you go?
All right.
Because I was looking at a boy.
So sorry. Yeah, I know. What's up, everybody? We are back here at Millard West Ballpark. So coming out to pitch now.
Oh, it's so hot. Why don't you go hang out with some friends out there? Go make somebody fun. Oh, it's so hot.
Okay, so this is what we're gonna have to do because it was not working with the behind the plate cam. So I'm sorry, you'll have to take my word on everything in center and left. I'm sorry, it's just how it's gonna be. Just so that everybody can see everything and it goes, it streams cleanly. So, all right.
This lady's like, oh my god, I have jeans and sweatshirt. Do you need something?
Hardhats just did the bottom, or they received in the top of the first. Nothing happened. 3 outs, I believe.
Yeah.
I was moving the camera, so I wasn't watching too tight.
Can you try again?
Apologies, but on the mound will be Declan Mickley. He'll pitch this one. Hardhats wearing their royal blues.
I pulled up.
We're right at the third base area
They wouldn't hear him.
in this booth. So, like I said, you're going to get right, and you're not going to be able to get center or left today.
Be camera operator.
Just so that you can see the plate and whatnot.
Oh, you should do better now.
Just unfortunate, this is just how it's going to be. Wish I could do a little bit better, but not with this circumstance. We tried with the behind the plate cam.
I mean, those are legitimate hard hats.
That's crazy. I just.
So they all tap their hats together. They get set. Mickley gonna do his first pitch here, delivering to Corey Kozad, the catcher.
And it doesn't protect your.
No, that's just a tradition. Oh yeah, I was told the story one time. I was here back when the players had to have it, so they all decided to have it because of the amount of reason. And they've had since.
Leading off for Wolfe Electric Wildcats is number 5 catcher Corey Kozad.
So Kozad going to come up. He is a commit to Southeast Community College. He drives one into left center. Going back for it, everybody does. Called off. Ridge Inhofer gets the first out. So caught out there. Inhofer gets it in, I don't know, somewhat deep left center. Out one recorded for the Hardhats.
That's kind of cool. Batting second is number 2 third baseman Caden Straw.
All right, Caden Struck now up. The third base lefty. He takes one right down the middle. First strike there from Mickley. Second pitch, the 0-1 is grounded right past the first baseman. It gets into right, so that'll be a single. First hit of the day here for either team. And now Struck gets aboard with 1 out.
Hitting third, number 29
Up comes Tyson Lewis. The shortstop, Lewis, a signee to the University of Arkansas Razorbacks in the SEC, and is a junior going on senior, class of 2024. Check back, gets away. It'll get to the wall. Then going for 2, getting the sign to run for 3. Harry Good picks it up. He will not be able to make a play. The runner gets all the way to third on the failed pickoff attempt, putting a man on third with 1 out here in the bottom of the first. Hardhats made that same sort of error last game, or 2 games ago, and the early game yesterday.
We got T. Louis monkeys.
Okay. Fouled off. pitch 1, so 0-1 now here.
Did I already announce Tyson
Tyson Lewis.
Lewis?
Tyson Lewis, shortstop.
It's a 1-1 actually.
29.
So 1-1 to Lewis.
That's okay.
The Wildcats getting set. Swing and a miss on the low ball. Doesn't land in Bence's glove, but that's just fine. So now, 1-2 here to Lewis. Lewis, a lefty. We've seen a lot of lefties here in Nebraska. You have to wonder. Pitch. Grounded. Up the middle. Handled by McKnight. Dropped a little. He throws to first.
Beat it.
In time. So the out number 2 will be recorded. A run comes home. The Wildcats take the lead 1-0 on the ground out to short. So RBI ground out there from Lewis.
First baseman Peyton Moore.
Completely butchered that.
Look, he knows.
Oh, he was safe by 2 steps. Hold on, though.
All right, now up comes Peyton Moore. He's also going to Southeast Community College with Cozad. He drives one over to third. Shortstop gets it. Throw to first on a hop. Does not get handled correctly by Dietrich. Going to the wall now. Running for second. Going to stay there. So on the error from the shortstop McKnight, that'll be another man reaching base. Second error of the inning.
What's Jerry Wade here to do some
Hitting fifth. DH number 30, Hunter Young.
So man on second, 2 outs. Hunter Young, the DH, batting fifth, will be up. Righty.
Nice game.
McKnight delivers. First pitch strike. No, yeah, called strike. 0-1 now. Mickley allowed the 1. It was unearned. He's tried to get the man out at first last time, but the error from McKnight extending this inning. Young gets the pitch. He drives it into center, and it'll be caught out there. So out number 3 recorded. Inhofer grabs it, and so 1 run scores in the bottom of the first. The Wolfe Electric Wildcats take a 1-0 lead heading into the second. To recap that inning, there was 1 hit, there was 1 run, that run was unearned, there were 2 errors, 1 on the pitcher Mickley and 1 on the shortstop McKnight, and there was 1 man left on base. It is 1-0 here.
Top of first completed. 1 run. Wolfe Electric Wildcats.
Oh, they get a celebratory
Siren.
yeah, siren from the fire department over there. It's better than the ambulance siren we got after a hit by pitch the other day.
Oh my
Like that sound effect.
So, all right. Coming back out will be Hoagie, the pitcher, Eli Hoagie. A lot of Eli's played and pitched so far in this tourney. We played against Eli Berry when we lost 4-2 to Fremont. We pitched Eli Kelly. He did a good job and got the win in the game against Kearney. And then we've got now we've got Eli Hoagie here for the Wildcats.
God willing, right?
The best things.
Yeah. They go quick, let me tell you that.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I can't believe how
They're
fast.
long days, but they go fast.
So, Wildcats getting ready. They need a 1-2-3 inning back in the first. That'll bring up Harry Good. The cleanup man will try to lead off this inning. Harry Good so far in this tournament, 5 for
First,
13.
number 13 right fielder.
Tied for the best batting average on the team in this tourney. He got a walk as well. He puts one up the line. The third baseman unable to handle it. So that'll be an infield single, I believe, for Harry Good. Leadoff single will put a man on, nobody out. So good work there. Good on first now. Up comes Alex Dietrich. Dietrich had a interesting tourney so far. Had a dominant game 1. He went 3 for 4, got 5 RBIs. Then went silent for games 2 through 4. And then last night against Pat Hagee Patriots, he went 2 for 2 with 2 walks and 2 RBIs. So he's had 2 dominant games and 3 silent ones. So it's been kind of interesting. If he's going to even it out, you would expect another dominant game here. So 1-0 now. Hoagie throws one in the dust. Swing and a miss, low. That'll be strike 1. Hoagie gets him on the breaking ball. One now. He takes one, a little bit low, so 2-1 now. Dietrich coming off that 2 for 2 game with a single and a double. He drives one on, it'll go foul. So 2-2 now, hard hit ball foul. Weirdly enough, Dietrich, 7 RBIs on the tourney, no runs. So 2-2 now here to Dietrich, nobody out, man on first. Thank you, Igor. All right, 2-2. Popped up, and the second baseman and right fielder want it. Right fielder makes the grab, so that'll be out number 1. Fly out to right. Oh, Good will stay on first. First out recorded on the pop out to Chance Roberts.
Next, number 11, catcher Philip Bentz.
Philip Bentz now up. He's catching his 3rd game this tourney. Fouls 1. Is it going to be playable? The third baseman going after it and not going to make the grab. It did land within the fences, but it was a very hard one to field. So the at-bat will continue. It's 0-1 now here to Bentz. Good play out there by the third baseman, Struck. Unable to get it in the end, though. So, all right. Bentz swings at 1. That'll be strike 2. They check back at Good. Good is okay. He wipes off some dirt. Gets set. The 0-2 now to Bentz. Swung and driven into the gap. That'll be a single. Philip Bentz puts one on the ground. It gets through. And so the second hit of the inning here put 2 men on, 1 out. And the 0-2 count, Philip Bentz gets his second hit of the tournament. Hardhats now in position to bring home 1 or even 2. Bentz and Good, not necessarily the 2 fastest guys on the team, but they are not slow by any means. Both of them do have a stolen base in this tournament.
Next batter,
So,
number 23,
there you are.
Aaron Roach.
Aaron Roach now up to bat. He is 4 for 11 so far. He has an RBI, a run, 2 walks, stolen base, but is 4 for 11. He also pitched for a save in Game 1 against Kearney, a game that Declan Mickley started and earned the win for. Pitch, swing, and foul ball. Just lands, it actually lands nearly back on the plate. So strike 1. Getting set. Roach the DH. He's been playing third a lot of this tourney. Him and Hollick have been switching out. He's playing defense. They're going to check back in on Bentz. He's safe, but while they do the check off, while they try to pick off Bentz on first, Dylan Marsh, the pinch runner, courtesy runner, Harrison Good takes off for third, and now runners in the corners. It's 1-1 count. That'll be taken low for a ball. 2-1 now. So Marsh on first. He's pinch running. Roach getting set. That one driven into left. It'll get down. So coming home to score will be good. The runner will stay at second. And Hardhats tie it up on yet another single here in the top of the second. So third hit of the inning. Hardhats bring in good. Men on first and second, still one out. Up comes the lefty, Tate Crossway.
Up next, number 29, left fielder, Tate Crossway.
Crossway looking for his first hit in the tournament. This now would be a great time. He takes one right in the zone. 0-1 now. Hardhats getting ready. That's a swing and a miss. So strike 2. Catcher thinks about checking back. Not going to do so. Trying to pick off one of the runners. All right, 0-2 now to Crossway. Hoagie delivers. It is swung on and hit into right center. It'll land. So yet another single. They're going to throw to the cutoff man. Handled well. That is the is that the first baseman? Yeah. Okay, first baseman Peyton Moore, the cutoff man. So now bases loaded. Fourth hit of the inning here off of Hoagie. Tate Crossway gets his first hit of the tournament. And now bases are loaded with one out here in the top of the second. Hardhats trying to take their first lead of the game. Ridge Inhofer now up. He's center fielding.
22, center fielder, Ridge Inhofer.
He's 2 for 11 so far. He had a great series in Yankton before this started. Taken high, ball 1. So 1-0. A walk would bring home a runner as well. Marsh, a significant lead off of third there. He's making sure that he can score if a wild pitch comes around. I have not seen one, though, from Hoagie. That one hit into left center. It's going to keep on going. It's bouncing in the outfield. It's going to get to the warning track. Coming around to score is Marsh. Now it's going to be Roach. They're waving him home. Now coming in is Crossway. The throw not anywhere in time. He will be safe. 3-run score. Bases clearing double from Ridge Inhofer. Hardhats make the game 4-1. How about that? Great work there. Ridge Inhofer comes up clutch with 1 out. He clears the bases. 3 RBIs to his case. He's up to 4 on the tourney. There's still a man in scoring position. And Hardhats now lead 4-1. 4-run inning here. Only 1 out recorded in the top of the second. That one got past the center fielder. It was out of his reach, but only by about 3-4 feet. A really hard hit ball. Nearly got there. Running for it was the center fielder, Ben Sturbers, and he did a really good job to try to get there. He just came up a little bit short. So, now it goes back to the top of the order. Dom McKnight coming up. He got out in the first inning. They're just checking in, making sure that Hoagie, recollects himself a little, giving some encouragement to him.
Top of the order, number 21 for post 22 Hardhats is shortstop Dominic McKnight.
Okay, so Dom McKnight now up. He is 0 for 1 in this game, but he has a ton of walks, a ton of hit by pitches in this tourney. He puts a bunt. Well, he puts up a bunt. It bounces back. Never really tried to put one down there, so 0-1. McKnight choosing to maybe go with the nickname McNasty rather than Slick Ick due to thinking superstitiously that he might do a little better. So that's taken low. 1-1 now. McKnight getting set. He had a great time in the College World Series the other day. He puts down a bunt. It's right back to the pitcher. Handled, thrown, and that'll be out number... No! He's off the bag. So that's going to be out number 2. That'll be a man on first, so I think that there was a little bit of a hop there as the man reached across his body to try to grab the out there. So Peyton Moore comes off. That'll be an error on the first baseman. And that'll advance Ridge Inhofer to third. So men on first and third, still 1 out. Up comes Aiden Roberts. McKnight takes off for second. The throw not in time. He will be safe. McKnight gets his 4th stolen base of the tourney. He's quickly gaining on some of the top stolen base leaders on this Hardhats team. You know, Zeke Farley, Mars Saylor. Very good, all of those. So Roberts pops one up and foul. McKnight is second in stolen bases. He's now just 1 stolen base behind Zeke Farley for the team lead. He's been doing all of this on a limited amount of playing time. He only really started getting the everyday role back in Brookings about 3 weeks ago. Bunt put down and foul. So that'll be strike 2. 1-2 count now to Roberts. Men on second and third, both in scoring position. Double play not really in effect except for a liner or a really hard hit ground ball. The only force out is at first. So 1-2 now to Roberts. Oh wait, never mind. That was a bunt foul. That was a strikeout.
Next. Number 1.
So they seem to say that bunt foul there was a strikeout. So out number 2 recorded. Hollick now up. He leads the team in RBIs. He got his first hit of the tourney last night on a double. And otherwise, from that, he had a pretty good night, all in all. He got 2 RBIs, a run. He drives it into left center. It's going to keep on going all the way back to the wall. It bounces off of it. Both runs will score. Hollick headed for 2. He will take a stand-up 2-run double. And the Hardhats extend their lead 6-1. What an inning this has been.
You have to hit spots, dude.
So Hollick adds to his RBI fortune. He puts up 2 more. That'll bring him to 4 up on the tournament. That'll tie his run amount, which is 4.
Up next, number 14, right fielder Harrison Good.
Harry Good will come up for the second time this inning. Last time up, he got a single to lead off and came around to score. First pitch to Good. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Hoagie gets him to swing through it. Pitch is hit right, and the shortstop, it pops up. He doesn't know where it is. It fell into shallow center, and coming around to score will be Hollick. The play not made there by the Arkansas signee Tyson Lewis. That'll be, and then the ball lost a little on the bounce. That will bring in Hayden Hollick from second. Hardhats make it 7-1. Good. I don't think he gets an RBI for that. I believe that was scored in error.
Up next, number 27, center fielder.
Single.
Ridge.
All right, so he is given a single, his second one of the inning.
That was hit hard.
Hard hit single and RBI there for Hayden Hollick, or sorry, for Harrison Good. That one fouled. So now up comes Dietrich again. Dietrich represents the first out in the inning. He flew out to right on the second man up, so he's going to try to get some redemption, get a hit here. He's going to hit that one into left. The left fielder makes the grab, so that'll be the inning. Hardhats score 7 in the top of the second and take a commanding lead going into the bottom of the second inning. So to recap the to recap the top of the second, the Hardhats scored. They got 7 hits. They scored 7 runs. There was only 1 error, and that was before the 2 outs. So that'll mean that 5 of the runs were earned. And there was that 1 error on the first baseman coming off of the bag on a Don McKnight ground out. And then 1 man was left on base. So Hardhats make it 7-1 here in the bottom of the second. That was a real pile-on moment. Able to get all those hits off of the pitcher Hoagie, and they take a commanding lead here in the second inning. So Mickley's going to come back out. Instead of looking at a 0-0 game, he's looking at a 7-1 game. He's probably feeling a little more comfortable pitching. Doesn't feel as bad about that run he allowed the last inning. So, can't complain if you're a Hardhats fan. 7 runs, top of the second. Mickley coming back out. He allowed a hit and a man to come around on his own error back in the bottom of the first. Very rare you see somebody get 2 hits in an inning. Harry Good did just that. So, Hardhats will face a really tough out to start this out. It's going to be the right-handed second baseman, Drew Dermer. He is a commit to Iowa. He's going to be a Hawkeye in the fall. Going to be a very tough one. He fouls off the first pitch. So 0-1 now here to Dermer. Big Ten talent. Hardhats have seen one other player that is going to play in the Big Ten, Bradley Feaser from Cheyenne Post 6. He's a pitcher, but hit a little against the Hardhats. That one grounded up the line. Good play from McKnight. He snags it, throw to first in time. What a play! He snags a hard hit ball. He makes a really hard throw to first. Caught there by Dietrich. Out number 1 recorded. Great job by McKnight. All right, up comes Ben Sturbers.
Up next, number 11,
the center fielder.
Ben Sturbers.
Has to be a little demoralizing for the Wildcats. That was a really hard hit ball. Would have gotten into left for most situations. That's a strike, first pitch strike on some sort of breaking ball there from Mickley. Mickley, a freshman at St. Thomas More, going into his sophomore year. He likes the call. He delivers. Outside. So 1-1 now. It's not impossible at this point to play on Sunday. We'd need a lot of teams to lose, though. 3 of the 4 spots for Sunday have been locked up by teams that are 5-1. And assuming that the rest of the other 3 that are eligible don't lose, we will be eliminated. But the Hardhats have had a great tourney nonetheless. They have come out with a really good win last night. I would say this has been a success out here in Omaha. They're 3-2. If they could finish this out, they would go 4-2. And it would be a real, turning of the season, I'd say, after a little bit of they were kind of just wading the water there for a minute. I'd say the Hardhats have really found themselves. So a 3, that's a walk. That was ball 4. And that'll walk the center fielder Sturbers to first.
Next, number 16, left fielder Bennett Clokey.
So Bennett Clokey, the left fielder, now up. He made the final out in the top of the inning. Sturbers leading off from first. I would assume he has some speed. First pitch is fouled off into the softball field, or into the outfield of the softball field area. So that's adjacent here. You could probably see it on the right side of your screen. Very similar to my high school, Grandview High School. So 0-1 taken, 1-1 now. Or sorry, is that 1-1? Yeah, I think so. Okay, 1-1 here to Clokey. Bennett Clokey. Running for second is going to be Sturbers. The throw, not in time, nor is it caught. That'll be a stolen base for Sturbers. Puts a man on second. That was also a ball, making the count 2-1. Still 1 out in the inning. So, all right, 2-1 here to Clokey. He check swings and barely gets a piece of it, so that'll be a foul ball, 2-2. You don't see that every day.
I've seen that, actually.
Yeah. It's just some cruise. We make the record. Yeah.
Yeah.
You should be about that 3-1 count.
All right, 2-2 here to Clokey. Mickley getting set, looking for his first K of the day. They check back. Sturber's going to get back to base safely. The 2-2. Going for third is Sturbers. It gets out of the glove of the catcher Bentz, and he will reach third. So another stolen base for Sturbers. Full count now here to Clokey. So sac fly, a sac bunt, or a ground out to the right place would bring home the runner. Full count, payoff pitch. Fouled off, and we will continue the at-bat. That one is driven into right. Good after it. He jumps up and in and out of the glove. I thought he snagged it. He throws to second, not going to be in time. So the man will reach second. That one skied up for by Good. He got a piece of it, and as he was coming down with it, it slipped out of the glove. So, not the worst thing that could have happened there, but a double to right will bring home the center fielder Sturbers. It'll be 2-7 now here in the bottom of the second. That was a really good attempt. Okay, now the right fielder, Roberts, going to be the third outfielder to hit this inning. Takes one. That'll be inside, 1-0. Gotta watch out, the left fielder, Clokey, getting a lead off there from second. 2 stolen bases in this inning. The lefty Roberts getting ready. Mickley delivers. Popped up and not going to be in play.
Okay, that's
Oh.
I don't know what just happened. It landed hard crash. It was somewhat near us. If it did hit the camera, that would, be rough for the finances, but good for the clips. We'd probably win America Funny at Home videos or something. All right. That one is driven into the gap in right, so that'll get down. Harry Good has a cannon. He throws it in, and it'll get to the catcher. Man on first not going to do anything, so able to hold the runner, but a single recorded there by Roberts. And now, runners on the corner, still one out. Same situation the Hardhats were in before they loaded the bases and cleaned them all up in the top of the inning. So men on the corners.
Top of the order.
Corey
number
Kozad
5
now up.
catcher, Corey Kozad.
Kozad, the catcher and leadoff man, not something you see every day. He flew out to center his first time up. Mickley trying to settle himself down, taking a good long look at Roberts at first. Not a strike. Ball. 1 out. It's hard to tell from this angle out here. Kozad gets a... Yeah. Popped up and out of play. So 1-1 now the count. Thank you all for tuning in, spending your Saturday afternoon with us. Mickley takes a step off. Gonna get ready. His hands may be dusty or something. He keeps on licking the fingers. Like an older person that trying to turn a page in a book. They throw to first. The pickoff successful. Now caught in a rundown is the runner. He is tagged out. So the pickoff successful. Mickley able to get the runner Roberts on first, and that'll make it a 2 outs here. Erases the man. So got a man on third. Still 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. Roberts caught in the pickoff. Successful pickoff from Mickley, one of his first of the year. That's a strike. So 1-2 now to Kozad. Still has Clokey over there on third. 2 outs now. Mickley, the 1-2. It is skied into right field. It's going foul. Harrison Good was gunning for that thing, running at top speed, but it landed on the bullpen mound out there in right field, well out of the reach of Good. He has to pick up his hat out there and right. Ran straight out of it. Remains 1-2. Mickley, the 1-2. At the knees, handled by Bentz, able to get it. Nearly a wild pitch that brought home the runner. 2-2 now. Bentz, good defensive play, saves the run. That one is popped up, out of play. Kozad fighting off the strikes here, so remains 2-2. The 2-2. It's grounded very strongly up the third base line and foul. Hard hit ball, could have gotten through if it was hit ever so slightly sooner. Or later, never mind, because he was pulling it. I'm wrong. All right. Remains 2-2. This is the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Mickley, deep breath. He delivers. It is going to be lined into left. That'll get down. So a single going to bring home the runner. And that makes it 3-7. Wildcats chipping away at this lead. RBI single.
Batting second, number 2, third baseman Caden Schrupp.
So Kozad represents the 3rd consecutive hit here off of Mickley in the bottom of the 2nd. Caden Schruck now up. He got the only hit of the 1st inning with a single, and he came around to score. Lefty on lefty here. Mickley checking on Kozad. Ball in the dirt. Doesn't get away, so the runner will stay. So 1-0 now. Hardhats, I know they have a little bit of a comfortable lead, but it's so early in the game, and this offense seems pretty potent. Got to make sure that they stop the bleeding now before it gets any worse. Taken off the plate, now 2-0. Mickley needs one more out to get out of this thing, but he has allowed 3 straight hits in the bottom of the 2nd. Going for second is the runner. It is lined, so a hit and run successful. Handled there by Inhofer. He'll throw to third. It is going to be a little bit late. And so the man will go from first to third. That is Kozad. And so Schruck gets a single. Brings another around. 4th consecutive hit off of Mickley. And runners around the corners. Still 2 outs. Tyson Lewis now up.
Next,
Tyson.
Shortstop, number 29, Tyson Lewis.
Tyson Lewis had an RBI ground out back in the 1st. That will not fly for this one, as he's on 2 outs. So Mickley just trying to stop what's happening. Check back, not going to be in time to catch Schruck. The runners keep on moving around these bases right now for Millard West. Or sorry, Wolfe Electrical. That's a strike. So 0-1 for Mickley here to the Arkansas signee Lewis. Like I said, a lot of this lineup lefties, almost seems like the majority. Swing and a miss at one in the dirt. That'll be strike 2. A breaking ball fools Lewis. He spins around, shakes it off, gets ready for the next pitch. Oh, 2 now. Mickley delivers. Taken low and away. So 1-1 or 1-2. Thank you all for all the likes. Appreciate it. It helps other people like Igor find this stream. 1-2. Mickley staring at Schruck at first. In the dirt, Bentz stops it, but not going to be able to pick it up or make a play in time. Schruck advances to second. 2-2 now. 2 men in scoring position. They could bring this game to just 2 runs with a hit here from Lewis. So 2-2 to Lewis. Delivered on the ground. Not going to get away. So remains full, or goes to full now. Full count. Mickley just needs one more strike to get this thing over with. But if he doesn't, 2 more runs could come across and make it a 2-run game. The payoff pitch. Popped up into left and crosswind underneath it. Makes the grab. So Hardhats strand 2. They do allow 2 runs in the bottom of the 2nd. The game is now 7-3. We enter the top of the 3rd. Hardhats looking to keep that offense moving and add some more here for Mickley to work with.
How much you paid for us coming to the pitch?
So to recap that bottom of the 2nd, in the bottom of the 2nd, the Wolfe Electric Wildcats got they got 4 hits. They scored 2 runs. Both of those runs were earned to the pitcher, Mickley. There were no errors,
I'd like to remind you that the
and there were 2 men left on base.
Popcorn, candy, and cold refreshing beverages. The concession
So it's
stand
3-7 now.
beyond the batting cages.
This is. You're in trouble.
Let me double check. I'm going to look at the current standings, as most of the games started at 2. Some of these game 3 should be ending at some point soon. Hoagie going to come out yet again here for the third. Much to the delight of Philip Bentz, I bet. He got a single and came around to score his last time up. So yeah, some of these games ended. Gretna beat Sheridan, Wyoming. That'll do it. So the Hardhats are not going to be playing tomorrow. But they will look to improve to 4-2 on the tourney. They could still make the top 8, maybe top 6, maybe even the top 5. Who knows? But they will not be able to make it to the Final 4 on Sunday here in the College World Series Legion Tournament. Remember, there are 36 teams, so only the very, very best performing are able to do it. In this tourney, Hardhats got getting severely close to being at least in that top 6, top 7. So that'll make it 1-1 here to Philip Bentz. Bentz got a single, then was pinch run for by Marsh, and Marsh came around to score on his behalf his last time up. That hits his leg. That hurt. I could hear a meaty slap go on there. It bounces up in the air, and that'll move him over to first base. So leadoff hit by pitch. The pinch runner going to be very helpful here. Dylan Marsh will take over at first base.
Up next, number 23, DH Aaron Roach.
So Bentz there gets over to first on the hit by pitch. He'll get it to sit down for a minute, as Dylan Marsh is the courtesy runner. He came around to score on Bentz's behalf his last time up. Now up is Aaron Roach. Roach got an RBI single back in the second on a liner to left, I believe. So he's 1 for 1 in this game with a run and an RBI. Taken low. 1-0 now. Roach 5 for 12 on this tourney. He's doing a very good job hitting out here, as well as getting a 3-inning save, or a 2-inning save. That's a check back, not in time. Marsh did not go for the slide. Very risky play there. Maybe very close to being called out there at first. So 2-0 now here to Roach. Roach takes one low. So 3 balls, no strikes. Hardhats got no outs. They've got no incentive to prioritize hits over walks here. Just keep the runners moving. Millard South beat Rocky Mountain, Colorado, so they are going to reach the Final 4, I believe. We beat them last night. We're the only team out of their 6 games. They went 5-1 in their play. Thanks to them, they were great hosts. Ooh, man, Lincoln Pius beat Fargo Post 2 to reach the Final 4, 16-13. That one is hit into right. The right fielder going to go after it and make the grab in foul territory. Great work there by the right fielder. I believe that's Roberts. Chance Roberts goes all the way out into foul territory, loses his hat, makes the grab. Great work for out number 1. So, on the 3-0 count, he swings and drives one into foul territory.
Up next, number 29, left fielder.
But Bentz does move, or sorry, Marsh moves over to second on the sack, or on the fly out. So, Crossway now up. Crossway got his first hit of the tourney last time. He is a lefty here. Should have a slight advantage against Hoagie, the righty. So, he got a single, came around to score his last time up. Marsh sitting there on second. That's going to be a little bit low. So, 2-0. Hardhats, despite not making it to Sunday, had a very good tourney, I'd say. real turning point in the season was that game last night. It was a lot of bend, don't break. He drives that one into deep right center. That's gonna get to the wall. Bounces off the top of it. Marsh gonna round from third. Crossweight, stand-up double. That'll be an RBI double. Tate Crossweight gets a second hit of the day. He had a single, now he has a double. And the Hardhats extend their lead 8-3. How about that? Tate Crossweight showed up here for Saturday. He's probably gonna be playing Saturdays at some point in the near future. He's a football player, getting some interest from D2 schools such as Chadron State.
22, center fielder.
I believe he plays for Stevens. I could be wrong. That was an RBI double nonetheless. Second hit of the day for Crossweight. Coming up now is Ridge Inhofer. He had a big role to play in the bottom or the top of the second. He got a bases clearing double, 3 RBIs in the top of the second. He's just got to bring home 1 here. So that'll be a ball. I think we're looking at a 1-1. Yep. 1-1 count here to Ridge Inhofer. Hoagie staying out there. Delivered in the dirt. Not going to get away, so 2-1 now. Still 1 out here in the top of the third. Inhofer playing at Mesa Community College. He's a super senior. Fouled off. Originally from Sturgis, family moved to Rapid City recently, so he's a hard hat. So 2-2 now. I believe his brother, I want to say Wyatt Inhofer, is in the Expos. He's playing for the Expos, so you can look forward to seeing him in the future here of this bright future of this Hardhats program. Hoagie steps off. Now he's ready. So 2-2 to 22 here. The pitch to Inhofer. Fouled off. So count remains 2-2. That Crossweight one, maybe about, I see 360 out there in deep right center. I want to say that Crossweight hit maybe about 349. That one was only about 5-6 feet short of getting over the fence in right center.
Yeah.
That being a large fence at that. So Inhofer keeps on fighting. He fouls that one off.
Oh, I'm taking them to the World Series game.
Oh, good.
So it stays 2-2. Yeah, if it leads by 8 or more but that'll be past the 5th. We're nowhere close to that, and this team has shown it has offense. I wouldn't expect anything like that. Inside, taken, full count. Full count, 3-2-1 here to Ridge Inhofer. It's 1 for 1 on the day with a 3 RBI double. It's chopped up the line, up in the gap. It is handled. Not going to be handled by the first baseman, though. The hop, a little bit short, gives it a bounce from the shortstop, Lewis, and that'll allow a man to reach first. I believe that'll be an error on the shortstop. So, this is deja vu of the last inning. After a ground out to short, there was an error by the first baseman who stepped off of the bag on a Dom McKnight grounder. Up comes Dom now, but they left it out on the board, and 3 more runs came across thanks to it. So an error will put a man on first and move Crossweight over to third. McKnight now up. He reached on that error in the second. He drives it, foul. He came around to score, stole second as well. He's 1 for 2 in this game. Oh, it's Dawson Inhofer. That's him. Okay, Dawson Inhofer, the name of the player for our Expos. Possibly a future hard hat. That one is hit into right center and handled by the right fielder. Crossweight racing home. Hardhats will score 1. Sack fly successful. And it is now 9-3. Hardhats add to their immense scoring so far in the top of the third.
Next up, second baseman, number 15, Aiden Roberts.
So Crossweight comes around to score for a second time. Inhofer's still on first. There are 2 outs. They're going to talk with Hoagie. The manager coming out. Possible pitching change coming up. Though a little strange right after he did get the out. Yep, the catcher going to go and switch out because we're going to get a warm-up pitcher here in a moment. They hand it off. And coming out of the bullpen, getting ready, I believe this is the new pitcher. Nope, he's just going to handle the ball.
Peyton Moore will pitch. I don't know where Corey's going. Maybe the outfield or first base, maybe.
Thanks to all the moms of the Hardhats, they washed their jerseys overnight so that we can wear these royal blues.
Whoever's going first.
We had run through all the rest of our jerseys.
Peyton Moore pitch if you care to know all
So
that.
Peyton Moore is going to.
Trevor will go to first. Cozad will go to second.
Peyton Moore moves from first base to pitcher.
Cozad will go to second.
Okay. Might as well.
Peyton Moore, the first baseman, will pitch. Yep.
So Cozad moves to
Pitching change for Wolf Electric Wildcats.
second base.
Now
He was the
in
catcher.
Peyton
He's
Moore,
now the second baseman.
number 12.
And then at third base, we've still got Schruck. And at first base, we have the former second baseman, Dermer. So top of the third. And so Peyton Moore coming to the mound. He is a Southeast Community College commit. Aiden Roberts now going to come up. He is 5 for 14, and the attorney is 0 for 2 today. The only man not to get on base in this, or no, one of just 2 men not to get on base here. He flies one into shallow right. Right fielder wants it, makes the grab. So that'll be the final out. 1 man stranded. Hardhats cash in on 2 in the top of the third. They now lead 9-3.
Sad part is that Peyton.
So to recap,
Is-
the top of the third, the Hardhats get
He just was having a
1 hit. They score 2 runs.
Doesn't pitch much.
Both of those runs are earned. There was 1 error on the shortstop, Lewis, and there was just
But Summers for.
1 man left on base. So Hardhats now lead 9-3. Bottom of the third, Mickley going to come back out. He's allowed 3 runs so far, but it's overall. I'll recap Eli Hoagie's night. So Hoagie does 2 2/3 innings. He earns 7 runs. He gets 1 strikeout, I think. And Peyton Moore will take over. Mickley coming back out. It's hard to pull him for anything but pitch count at this point with a lead this well. Set to lead off the bottom of the third will be the first baseman / pitcher, Moore. Peyton Moore. An outfielder and right-handed hitter. Outfielder, right-handed pitcher. He has an average exit velocity of 85.7 miles per hour. That's a pretty solid one, but I mean nothing all that eye-popping. A max of 95. He possesses a fastball in the 75 to 77 mile per hour range with some above average
First
spin.
at bat, number
A
12,
changeup that is
Peyton Moore.
this was all as of years ago though, so this is as of October 2020, so plenty outdated here. Never mind, I won't use those then. but yeah. That one is hit into right, and good, fighting off the sun. He falls down, makes the grab from his knees. That was scary. The sun started to get to him. He is wearing those polarized glasses. That might have helped. He fell to his knees, made the out. So out number 1 recorded there for Mickley, not without a little bit of drama.
Up next, number 30, DH, Hunter Young.
Hunter Young now up.
Is Hunter catching now?
No, I'm DH.
Hunter has moved into catcher position after Kozad moved to second base. So Hunter Young, 0 for 1 in this game. He has flown out. That's going to be a foul ball. So it is now, the count moves to 1-1. All right.
Correction, number 30, Hunter Young is catching.
Philip Bent's going to whisper something to his pitcher, give him some encouragement. Mickley going to get set for the 1-1. Hunter Young, the 5-hole hitter. He flew out to center his last time up to end the first. Mickley delivers the 1-1. Swing and a miss. Good pitch there. It gets away from the catcher, but nobody on, so it doesn't make much difference. Hardhats looking to get a second good win over Millard High Schools here. We got Millard South last night. Millard West would be super good. I mean, Hardhats really coming into form here. This is the kind of tournament play you want to see in the Firecracker and in the Gopher Classic. So pitch. That one grounded. Up the line. Foul. It just missed the bag. That was maybe foul by a matter of inches, but it was foul along the third base line. Young now coming up for the 1-2. Mickley taking his time, getting ready for this pitch. He delivers. Inside, ball 2. 2-2 now. That's going to be a strike 3. Throw to first. Dietrich makes sure he's off the bag just to get it. He shuffles over, touches it, and out number 2 recorded on the strikeout from Mickley. Mickley has his first strikeout of the game. So second out of the inning, Mickley's first strikeout of the game. Now up is the Iowa commit, Drew Dermer. That one is fouled, nearly hit the light pole, and that'll make it 0-1. In high school this season, Drew Dermer hit a .226 average with 7 extra base hits, or 8 extra base hits and a homer. This is the summer though, and he is going to Iowa in the fall. So that should give you an idea of how good he is. And a 1-1, that one is taken. So 1-2. 1-2 now. Dermer trying to spark something here in the bottom of the third. On the ground, 2-2. Mickley throwing a lot of pitches in the dirt at the moment. It is extremely hot out here, I might add. I'm in a somewhat air-conditioned scenario. I have to leave the window open to get the video. That is low, full count. I was out putting out extension cords for our stuff today, and it was brutally hot. I was out there for 10 minutes and I was just caked in sweat. It was dripping. It was awful. All right. Summers in Omaha, full count. Fouled off. Some can adapt. I don't know if I'm one of those. My family, my dad's side of the family, all from Omaha, still hailing here. I did a family reunion in between some games. Shout out to my grandparents, Linda and Bob Fell. Swing and a miss. It gets away though. He's running for first, and what just happened?
Drop third strike.
Drop third strike, and he will reach. There was some sort of signal given by the first baseman. I just wasn't sure. So that'll be a drop third strike. K number 2 is recorded, but he will reach
Up next,
on the
number 11 center fielder
drop
Ben
third strike.
Stevens.
So man on first, 2 outs. Ben Sturber's now up. There's some swallows circling around this field. Must be a body of water nearby. Foul ball. 0-1.
The marshy area are required wetlands.
Sometimes it's on second base.
Sometimes it's second base. Occasionally,
shorter.
bullpen suck if they leave it on
There's
too
a 4
long.
acre game, I didn't know.
That one driven to short. It gets underneath the glove of the shortstop, McKnight. Muffed a little and left. That'll be a single. So, single there. McKnight tried to make another one of his great snags out there. Didn't quite get it. And that'll be able to put another man on. All of this on 2 outs. The strikeout was recorded, but that pass ball can become costly
Next,
as
number
now comes up
16, left
Bennett
fielder
Clokey.
Bennett Clokey.
Left fielder Clokey.
Snag a few more here. Chip.
Base hits this
Yeah. Yeah.
So, that's going to be strike 1. 0-1 now. Men on first and second. Mickley suddenly seeing this turn into a dangerous situation. Bunt shown and pulled back. Would have been a gutsy bunt. You would have had to reach first in order for it to work out. As there are 2 outs here, no chance for a sacrifice. The 1-1 to Clokey. Fouled off. Make it 1-2. All right, Mickley checking on the runners. Pitch. Outside, so 2-2 now. Mickley, the 2-2 to Clokey. Clokey got a double as last time up. That one fouled off into the softball complex. Somebody's going to have to go out there and get the 5 or 6 foul balls. Oh, we've got some kids. Fantastic. Some kids retrieving balls out there because a lot of the foul balls by righties are headed into that area. So it remains 2-2. Mickley has 2 strikeouts in this inning. Only one of them stayed now. Grounded up the middle. Roberts gets it, throw to first in time. So that'll be out number 3. Hardhats strand 2 more. And it remains 9-3 in the bottom of the 3rd. We enter the top of the 4th with a 6-run lead. To recap the bottom of the 3rd, Wolfe Electric Wildcats They got one hit, no runs, no earned runs. There were no errors. I think that wasn't counted as a... Was that counted as an error? Drop, third strike is not? Okay. No errors. And then there was 2 men left on base. Nobody scored. It remains 3-9. Hardhats looking to... I mean, I guess they're just trying to hit for more here. They've got a steady lead. Why not keep on adding? Hayden Hollick will come in. He got a 2-run double back in the second to deep left center. Fire department coming by, honking their horn. Baden Moore, not only a baseball player, also a 3-year varsity starter or varsity player for the Millard West Wildcat basketball team. He's a 6'5" forward. He averages 8 points a game, 4.4 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 assist. All right.
Up first for
Cloud starting to come in.
Hardhats is number 20, Hayden Hollick.
Hayden Hollick going to lead us off in the top of the 4th. Moore got the out on his only time pitching so far. He got a fly out induced with men on. That's going to be fouled out of play. So 0-1 now. Hollick up to 4 runs and 4 RBIs on the tourney. Headed out to right, I see, is Eli Kelly. That one is hit to right center. He hits that one all the way to the wall. It takes a skip. It's going to get on the warning track, land. Hollick stays for the longest single I might have ever seen. And I don't really know what happened there. Maybe I knew he fell to his knee as he was hitting it. Maybe he had trouble getting up. I wasn't paying too much attention to that. But that got all the way to the wall in right center. And so, a very weird single there for Hayden Hollick.
Up next, number 14, right fielder, Harrison Good.
So, nonetheless, leadoff single for Hollick. Up comes Good. Good is 2 for 2 with 2 singles, an RBI, and a run. He got both of those singles in the second. Yep, 2 hits, 1 inning. That's a good pitch from Moore. We're looking at a 1-1 now here to Good. 2 for 2 on the day. He pops that one up into right. Right fielder thinks he has it. Makes the grab. So out number 1 recorded. Fly out to right for Harry Good. That'll bring up Alex Dietrich. Dietrich, the only man, or one of just 2 guys not to reach base in this game, though he is doing a very hot and cold situation going on. But he would like to do something here. He drives one into center, and standing right underneath it, the center fielder, Sturbers, and that'll be out number 2. So back-to-back flyouts here for Moore. Still got a man on first. Up comes Bentz. Bentz got hit by a pitch and got a single. So he's 1 for 1 with a hit by pitch. His pinch runner, Dylan Marsh, has ran around those final 3 bases for him both times, scoring 2 runs. On the ground, and so ball 1 issued to Bentz. That one is hit into left, and the left fielder gets it. So, out number 3 is recorded. 3 consecutive flyouts. The leadoff man is stranded at first, and no runs are scored in the top of the 4th. Hardhats still lead 9-3. a fly out to right, a fly out to center, and a fly out to left. That's pretty cool.
No runs scored. Top
So
of the
one
fourth.
hit, no runs, no earned runs, no errors,
Score
one man
is
left on base. It remains 9-3. So
Post 22.
we'll see who comes out now. Mickley going to come out for his 4th inning of work. He has faced a lot of batters. He's about to go for his 3rd time through the order after the leadoff man Chance Roberts gets a turn. Roberts got a single and was picked off on the base paths back in the 2nd.
Thinks his bat's dead.
Who's bats?
Kid thinks his bat's dead. He's dangling on the ground. I'm like, I should have got that better.
That's funny.
But now they're playing close.
Oh.
Yeah.
Roach tried to kick the bat up to himself. Didn't quite happen. I've seen Palmer Jacobs do that move. Oh.
I'm not buying you another one.
Palmer Jacobs has done that move. Pretty cool. I've seen him do it. He did it back in Yankton. It got me to be a little bit in awe. So, Mickley going to lead us off. No changes to the defense. Leading off will be Chance Roberts. Chance Roberts. In his varsity year, he played as mostly a pinch hitter, started 3 games, though he batted a .400 average in those games.
Leading off the inning, number 15.
He will
right
surely
fielder,
benefit
Chance
as
Roberts.
some of the other guys age out and he gets to do something else. Okay, so bottom of the 4th here. First pitch to the lefty Roberts. That's going to be a strike right down the middle. Hard thrown ball. Mickley not taking chances. Some soft toss going on with Eli Kelly in the outfield. Taken low. 1-1. That one is skied into left. And go! What a grab! Tate Crossway. You guys couldn't see it. He was a little bit deep for it. He realized it at the last second, like a tight end going for the football. He jumps down, puts out both his hands, and grabs it, makes a roll, and gets the out. So he lays out for it. No knees involved. And despite losing it for a moment or misjudging, great play there from Tate Crossway. Really wish you guys could have seen that.
Oh, why did I see Hunter? Was he hitting the bat?
Maybe he might have been. Because he was the last out.
So 1 out. The leadoff man, Kozad, going to come back up. Takes the ball. He is going to bat for the first time since switching to second base. Don't think that'll make too much of a difference, but we'll see. Take an eye. 2 out.
Got everything cleaned up on the concession. Maybe you alright if we're out?
Yeah. We're late. Thank you for your effort today.
We got there's a couple burgers in the
So that'll be a strike now, 2-1.
Yeah.
Corey Kozad,
You want the grill inside?
Will you put it inside?
Yep.
in his senior year,
Like,
batted .311.
Yep. You do it.
that way we don't have food just sitting there. You can turn the warmer off.
That's going to be called a ball. So 3-1 now. Pitch. That's going to be a strike right down the middle, so full count. All right, full count here, 3-2-1. Mickley, the payoff pitch upcoming. He delivers. taken high. So a full count walk issued there to Kozad. He will reach first base. Now coming up will be the third baseman, Schruck. He's 2 for 2 on the day with a pair of singles.
Coming up next, number 2, third baseman Caden Struck.
Does Kaden play anything else?
Who's football?
What's
He
his,
plays linebacker. Undersized linebacker, so
what's his favorite?
whatever he's playing.
Yeah.
That one is skied foul.
It's coming.
It lands on top of the press
I
box.
think it was right on top of you.
Yeah.
He knew you were up here.
Yes, yes, yes. Now he likes baseball. Loves it though, obviously.
Yeah.
I would say the thing that you can never replicate the feel of the Friday Night Lights, you know.
So man on first. 0-1 count here to Struck.
Yeah, it's
Struck 2 for 2 on the day.
Yes.
Check back at first.
I like to go
And nothing happening there. So he'll return. Get ready to pitch.
Yep. It's
I'm not feeling that.
you.
Going for second is the runner. He's going to be in trouble as that's caught by Inhofer. And running back to first safely will be Kozad. So stolen base is nullified. He'll return to the bag, and that'll be out number 2 on the fly out to Ridge Inhofer in center.
Up next,
So
number
Kozad
29,
stays on first. Now
shortstop
comes
Tyson
up the Arkansas signee, Tyson Lewis. He's 0 for 2 on the day, but does have an RBI groundout. Check back at first. Actually might have caught him. I mean, not anywhere close to getting the tag, but Kozad seemed a little surprised by the one-handed throw without moving his shoulders. Just kind of a quick one. That's a lefty advantage. They can stay staring at that bag without changing their shoulders. The pitch is skied into center, or right. That's going to get to the wall. Off of the wall it goes. Hard hit ball by Lewis. Good. Throws it in. It's going to be handled by McKnight. It gets away from him. Going to third now is going to be the runner. And that's going to be a double for Lewis. He'll reach third on an error by the outfielder. And that'll bring home Kozad from first. It makes it a 4-9 ball game.
Up next, number 12, pitcher Peyton Moore.
So he'll foul that one. A little bit dangerous there.
He did not like it for this.
Umpire going to come talk with, or not just hand a ball off. So Peyton Moore up. He reached on an error back in the first, and he flew out on a great play by Harry Good in the third. Got a man on third with 2 outs. So taken for a ball. 1-1 now. Taking ball off of the plate. So 2-1 now here for Young, or for Moore. That's a called strike, make it 2-2. So Mickley needs one more strike here to get out of the inning. Only allowed the 1, but could make it 2 if Lewis scores from third. All right, the 2-2 delivered. That one is lined up the middle. What a grab! Dom McKnight jumps up. McNasty jumps in the air, brings it down. What a play. Dom, his second highlight play of the day. Hardhats get out of the inning. They don't allow the man to score from third. Lewis is stranded. It remains a 4-9 game. Wow. McKnight having a great day out here. On the defensive end. He has made 1 error, but he made 2 outstanding plays. That's his second time in a row, Peyton Moore is hit into what I would call a star play, what I put as a highlight play by somebody. So he's just been a little bit unlucky. So to recap the bottom of the fourth, Wolfe Electric Wildcats, they get 1 hit. They score 1 run. That run was earned. There were no errors. And
Do I need to announce that the concession stands closed?
there was 1 man left on third. So 4-9 here. Hardhats trying to lead. Going into they hold a 5-run lead entering the fifth.
It's kind of dead.
Unlikely, but there is a possibility that the Hardhats could get 3 or more runs here and then shut out bottom of the inning, get on the road a little sooner.
For games, but
This last game, yeah, it's like, don't make any more. Don't
Yeah.
worry about it. We have 2 games next week, or 2 nights of games next week, and we don't have any games for a couple weeks. One of those 4 that we're going to take off.
yeah,
That's my understanding.
yeah.
And then we go to Minnesota, and JV goes to Wichita.
Yeah.
And then the reserve is Charlotte West. Here. So
Okay.
we won't play here.
Well,
We host our area.
Moore going to come out for his
Till July.
3rd inning of work.
Yeah.
He shut out the Hardhats in the last inning, only allowing 1 hit. The leadoff man, Hayden Hollick.
Big event.
Yeah.
And it's, I mean, it's good to watch. Like, for sure, to have state here, it's a big thing. It's a
That'd
big
be
deal
fun,
for reserves to get that. JV state last year was in Kearney. So we weren't unhappy when it made
Yeah. Exactly.
Kearney again.
No, I can't. First up, number 20,
All right.
DH, Aaron Roach.
Aaron Roach going to come up. He's DHing today. He is 1 for 2 with a fly out into foul territory his last time up and an RBI single where he came around to score in the second. That'll be taken for a strike.
I like Coach Barnes. That's Coach Barnes.
1-1 now.
Everything like.
Yeah.
Moore locating just fine.
We're going to implement team moms next year to help out the coaches. So.
Taken high. So now we're looking at 2-1 here to Roach.
The quiz ended up like taking forever, but like it was still too late.
Hardhats fueled up with a little Panda Express before the day. For lunch, he drives out right down the middle. That's the orange chicken talking, and that'll be a leadoff single for Aaron Roach.
I don't know. I'm super confused because where is it?
Oh, something weird happened. Roach got over to second while I wasn't looking. You guys saw it. Tell me what happened if you did.
Aaron nailed the cut. Didn't even move.
Who's up right now?
Anybody warming up? Yeah, we got Eli Kelly warming up in the bullpen. He's sitting down right now though on the
Can you tell
little
who's batting?
bench out there and right. You can probably see him in slightly over there
Croissant?
in right field territory next to the tarp.
29?
Batting now, number 29, Tate Crossway. A.K.A. Croissant.
Croissant. We play football.
Shouldn't the winning team score go first? I'm not sure I understand. Hardhats are on top.
Oh.
I'm not going to switch who's top bottom. I mean, feel free to clarify there. But, all right, so a man on second. 0-2 count now here to Crossway. Crossway drills that one into deep right. It keeps on going. It is gone! 2-run dinger. Tate Crossway takes one out of the yard, and that'll bring home Aaron Roach from second. Hardhats get to double digits. 2-run shot. No outs here in the top of the fifth. Make it 11-4. Second home run of this tournament. First one for Crossway. And that's just going to top off what's been an amazing offensive day here. Crossway hits one over that right field, over right center fence, which is marked as 360. So that one at least 360, 365 out of the park there. So how about that? Something special there. Tate Crossway hits his 3rd hit of the day. He has a single, a double, and a homer. He's only a triple away from the cycle. Triple is the hardest hit to get in the cycle. Crossway gets his 3rd RBI of the day. He came into the game 0 for 8. Now he's 3 for 3 in this one. He's really warmed up, and Saturday might be his day. So 2-0 now here to Inhofer. Ball passed back to the pitcher, a little bit muffed there, so 3-0. This offense of the Hardhats simply electric, since what Coach Torvey deemed as the Livy Dunn effect after seeing her at the College World Series. They said win one for her. That'll be a 4-pitch walk for Ridge Inhofer. The run that would put this into Mercy Rule territory now comes aboard. So Inhofer on first. He got a 2-run double back in the second, and he reached on an error in the third. Dom McKnight, he reached on an error and has 0 for 2 or 0 for 1 otherwise. He got a sac fly that brought home Tate Crossweight in the top of the third. There's still nobody out in this inning. McKnight takes one at the knees. That's a strike, so 1-1. Dom playing a great defensive game. He just ended that last inning and stranded a runner, jumping up about 2 feet to grab a ball. He drives one into right fielder, going back for it, makes the grab. So the out recorded. He'll throw to first, handled by the first baseman. That was a pinpoint accuracy throw there from the right fielder. Man didn't even have to come off the bag. So out number 1 recorded. Dom McKnight flies out to right, or to, yeah. First out, Aiden Roberts now up. Aiden Roberts, now one of just 2 to not reach on any point. Going for second is going to be Inhofer. He gets the steal. The throw off the mark, able to be backed up there by Lewis, saving an extra base, but a stolen base nonetheless. Ridge Inhofer takes second. Pitch also delivered for something. We'll see. I think I'm seeing a 1-0 from the ump. So man on second. Roberts swings, drives one up the middle. It'll get through just in the gap. Inhofer going to come round. The throw is to home. Roberts going to skedaddle over to second. And the Hardhats now up by 8 in Mercy Rule territory. Roberts sitting on second now. Still 1 out here, top of the 5th. Roberts gets his first hit of the day. Improves to 6-17 on this tournament. And gets his first RBI of the tournament on the shot right up the middle. Able to get to second on the fielder's choice throw home. Now Hollick up. He has a man on second. He is the RBI leader for this team. He's good at this. He drives it into deep right center. The right fielder thought he had it. He lost it in the sun maybe. And coming around to score is going to be Roberts. A double for Hayden Hollick. And that'll be another RBI. He adds to the collection. That'll bring him up to a grand total of 5 RBIs on this tournament. And the Hardhats yet again replaced the man at second. Now it's 13-4. This offense absolutely functioning. It is just firing on all cylinders here this Saturday afternoon. Hollick gets his second double, technically, because he got that one that went to the wall, but he only got to first base on to lead off the last inning. So that'll be taken for a strike. 0-1 now. Roberts comes in. He scores his first run. Now only Dietrich, everybody but Dietrich has a run scored today. That one is grounded up the line and foul. So 0-2 now to Harry Good. Harry Good, 2 for 3 on the day with 2 singles, both of which were in the second. He got an RBI and a run. That RBI was to bring home Hayden Hollick from second. So maybe he does it again. Take it high. 1-2 now. Still 1 out here in the top of the 5th. Just a very high-scoring Saturday here. The game before was 19-10. Foul ball. The at-bat continues. It bounces right back out to the mound, pretty much. He'll just go field it. Catcher hands the ball back to the ump. You keep on going. It is 5:32 local time. 4:32 back in Rapid City. We'll have our game series against Pure on Wednesday. And then we will start off the, we'll have our road series against Pure on Wednesday, and then we will start off the Firecracker on Friday. So that'll be another ball. We're looking at a full count now here to good. An 0-2 turned into a 3-2. Good getting set. Still 1 out in this inning. Moore checks back, throws, fouled off. He gave it his all on that one. The stretch especially strong. So we fouled off. We keep on going. Full count. Somebody making some hoops on the Millard West branded basketball hoop on the edge of the home dugout. That one hit into the gap. It takes a hop into left. Hollick's going to stay at third.
No, hit the fucking cut.
And that'll be a single for Harry Good, his 3rd of the day. Men on 1st and 3rd. Coming up to bat now, yet again, Alex Dietrich.
Up
Dietrich
next,
now
number
the only man
27,
not to
first
get
baseman
on base in
Alex
this game. Hoping he can change that. They are going to check in on Moore. The manager comes out. They might be making yet another pitching change. Hardhats now leading by 9. They would be able to give up 1 run and still have the mercy rule in play here in the bottom of the 5th. Dietrich was 2 for 2 last night.
Second baseman.
Meyer for second. My guess is because that's a walk on. I don't know why, but
So we have a new pitcher, I believe.
not yet.
Not yet. Okay, we've got more. So, more will continue. Hardhats have scored 4 here already. Men on 1st and 3rd, only 1 out. Coming up now is Dietrich. He's looking for his first hit of the game. 0 for 3 to this point. A double play is in effect at second. Popped up, out of play. 0-1 now. Hardhats offense just delivering. This is the kind of thing we saw in that opening game against Kearney Runza. Going for second is Good. It is grounded into the gap in right. Good holds up a little. He's headed for 3rd now. The throw is hard and not in time. Not going to get him. It gets away from the 3rd baseman. Going to 2nd now is going to be Dietrich. His RBI single brings in 1 more. Hardhats up by 10. Men on 2nd and 3rd, still 1 out. Dietrich joins the hits club with 90% of the lineup. Or I guess it'd be 89% of the lineup.
Up next, number 11, catcher Philip Banks.
Vance drives one into center. It's caught. Coming home will be good. And it goes away. The catcher gets it. But 1 more run scores. Hardhats lead 11 runs now. They are up 15-4. Dietrich moves over to 3rd. They get their second out of the Wildcats get their second out of the inning here. That's where it is.
Now up number 23, DH Aaron Roach.
So, sack fly successful. Oh, wait. Roach now up. Roach now up for the second time this inning. The second time the Hardhats have gone through the order and come back round in an inning so far. They did that back in the second when they scored 7 runs. To this point, in this inning, they have 6. Roach hits one into center. It's a blooper. We will have 7 now. So Aaron Roach gets a single. That'll bring home Dietrich from third. Dietrich is the last man to complete the total runners of the entire lineup. Everybody in the lineup now has at least 1 run. Many have multiple. So it is now 16-4. In the Veterans Classic, there was an absolute mercy rule at 15. So Roach reaches first. He gets his so Roach gets his 3rd hit of the day. RBI single brings home Dietrich. Still 2 outs, man on first. Crossweight coming up for the first time for the second time here. He needs 1 more hit, a triple. It'll be hard for him, but if he can get a cycle here. He has a single, a double, and a home run. This is the first time this year I've seen where the Hardhats, anybody on the Hardhats has been within striking distance of just 1 more hit to get that. So let me check on what Crossweight does not have a triple this year. He has many a double though. Hey, you never know. Benji Molina got a cycle in the majors thanks to an awkward bounce.
Now in number 5, Corey Kozak.
He is 3 for 3. He has 3 runs, 3 RBIs. And that home run back in the start of this inning. Roach looking for his 2nd run of the inning. Crossweight looking for his 4th of the game. And if he can get a triple, as weird as it is, it might take a weird bounce. The throw's kind of strange. Something like that. Anything, the man sells out and it gets past him, something like that, it would be a big moment. I have not seen it, but Ellie De La Cruz broke a 34-year cycle drought for the Cincinnati Reds last night. The young speedster out of the Dominican. And Tate Crossweight, our left-hander, who made a great defensive play earlier back in the 4th, is there.
Nixon Snyder's going in for who?
I guess he's playing second.
Second?
No, Nixon's playing first. Because Gerber and just traded gloves. So Nixon first, Gerber back to second.
Okay, so now
Turner's back to second.
Dermer moves back to second after playing first for a couple of innings. Gets a taste of it and is moved back. Nixon Snyder takes the spot of the pitcher Moore, or not the pitcher. The pitcher Moore. They try to throw back to a base that's not being covered. Roach being told, keep on going. The throw to the cutoff man is good, so Roach advances all the way over to third now. Nixon Snyder takes over the the position that Peyton Moore was. So that'll move Roach over to third on the error by the pitcher. Then that one is struck down the line and foul. Hardhats can't seem to get enough here in this game. Take Crossway, getting ready, 3 for 3, triple for the cycle. A hard hit ball down the line goes foul, just barely, maybe by about a foot and change. And now it's 0-2 to Tate. Still got the man on third with 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Taking ball. 1-0 or 1-2. Like I said, Crossway was 0 for 8 coming into this game, and he's 3 for 3 on cycle watch. He takes one inside, just barely. The pitcher here for the Wolfe Electric Wildcats, Corey Kozad, is a little bit upset. That one is driven. Second baseman can't make the grab. The Iowa commit, that is Dermer, not able to handle that one. And that'll get through. Another run scores. Hardhats lead 17-4.
We're here till 11:30.
Yeah.
That is ruled an error. Ruled an error here. And so, yeah. Crossway reaches. So there's a man on first. He's looking for his 4th run of the day. And coming up is Ridge Inhofer. He takes the first pitch for a strike. He will watch the second one. 1-1 now. Still 2 outs here in the top of the 5th. Been there for a while. Kozak gives one high. So 2-1 now. Inhofer, his last time up, worked it to a full count and got a walk. Though he got an RBI double. 3 RBIs came across. That called strike, top right part of the zone from the batter's perspective. Good pitch there from Kozak. Here comes Inhofer. He walked and came around to score earlier in this inning. Takes one in the dirt. Crossweight stays at first, handled well enough by the catcher. So full count now. This is the same place earlier this inning. Ridge Inhofer got a walk. Payoff pitch. Kozad delivers. It is swatted into left, high. The center fielder wants it, makes the grab. So the end of the inning there, finally. Hardhats end up scoring 8 in the top of the 5th, and they lead 17-4 as we enter the bottom of the 5th.
End of the inning. Top of the
I'd say
5th,
that was a rather successful inning.
8 runs scored at post 22 Hardhats.
So to recap that
Scored
inning.
17-4.
To recap that inning in the top of the 5th, the post 22 Hardhats got 6 hits. They scored 8 runs. All of it, no. 7 of those 8 runs were earned. There were 2 errors, one on the pitcher, one on the second baseman, and there was 1 man left on base. So it is now 17-4. Hardhats, as long as they don't allow 6 runs to come in this inning, they will get the mercy ruling here against the Wolfe Electric Wildcats. Hardhats playing some great baseball all around right now. And coming out to relieve Declan Mickley will be Eli Kelly. He will probably be pitching an inning, trying to keep this low. Eli leads the team, or out of people who have pitched at least 10 innings, he leads the team in ERA with a 0.34. He's only allowed 2 earned runs over, I believe, 43 innings pitched. Our
Pitching
relief
change
ace.
for Cove 22 Hardhats. Coming
To
in
recap
at
Declan
17,
Mickley's night,
Eli Kelly.
he goes 4 innings. He goes 4 innings. He allows 4 runs, 2 earned runs, and gets 2 strikeouts. He would be the pitcher of record. He will earn the win if the Hardhats win this.
Catcher Hunter Young.
After this, Hardhats going to make the long drive back to Rapid City, South Dakota tonight. I'll try to make the package that we're going to produce for the social media and upload that while we're on the drive. No promises though, because connection in rural South Dakota and Nebraska not exactly known to be the strongest. 0-1. That's another one right down the middle, so 0-2 now. Kelly gets ahead in the count to the designated hitter Hunter Young. He's 0 for 2 with a fly out and a strikeout. That one is a single, so man reaches, leadoff single there for Young.
Up next, number 7, second baseman Drew Dermer.
Okay, Drew Dermer now up, the Iowa commit. He is 0 for 2, but he did reach on a dropped ball in the last inning in the 4th. He drives one right up the middle. Roberts gets it, throw to short in time, and throw to first also in time. So a double play there. Erases the runner, 2 outs recorded. Now Hardhats just 1 out away from getting set to go.
Now batting number 11, center fielder Ben Sturbins.
Okay, Ben Sturber's now up. He got a walk and a single so far, has not gotten out at the plate. Thank you all for watching Hardhats TV here, spending your Saturday evening with us. If the Hardhats win this, they will improve to 4-2 on the tournament, coming away pretty good with a pair of wins over some Millard teams. Despite a shaky start, looking pretty good and dominant later on. The bats came alive, the pitching came through, and it's 3-0 now for Kelly. So 3-0 for Kelly. He needs 1 more out, and the Hardhats would win this on a mercy rule. But thank you all for joining us. I'll see you again in Pier. That's a strike. I'll see you all again in Pier for a 2-game doubleheader on Wednesday. And then I'll see you there on Friday, hopefully in person, for the firecracker. That one lined in the left, it'll get down, so another single, second hit allowed here for Kelly. And there are 2 outs, and a man is on first. So Sturbers, for the 3rd time, gets on base. He got a single back in the 3rd, and he reached on a walk, came around to score in the 2nd. He is a stolen base candidate. He has 2 of them on the day. Now Bennett Clokey up. That'll be in the dirt. He does do it again. So his 3rd steal of the day, stays clean, doesn't slide, and that'll be a stolen base there for Sturbers. He could steal 3rd. He did that as well back in the 2nd. Taken high. So 5 teams went 5-1. Millard South did reach the Final 4. The only one that is 4-1 and has a chance that has not finished their game is Brooklyn, New Jersey. They are by far the furthest. I don't even know how they got out here. but we're glad to have him as attorney. Thanks for hosting this to all of the Omaha high schools out here. This was a great tourney. It is lined, and Tate gets down on the ground. It did bounce.
No!
Get back.
No, that bounced!
They're going to call it an out. And that'll be the end of the game.
Zero chance that was caught.
I think that was a bouncer into the glove, but that'll be the game. So Hardhats win. Final score 17, or Hardhats 17, and the Wolf Electric Wildcats 4. Thank you all for joining me. I will see you in Pier at the end of the day, or on Wednesday. And I will see you. Watch the social media for highlights of the tourney. Be here, subscribe to the channel, and I will see you on Wednesday. Thank you so much. Good night from Omaha, Nebraska. 4-2 in the College World Series Legion Tournament. Thank you.